where they get to feel out, okay, what do we need to do to switch up to counter what NFTWin is doing here. So finally, the moment we've been waiting for, going into winners finals here, the first game, Clam Blitz on Brine Springs. And looking at these comps, we get to see on the side of NFTWin, a Splash, a Nautilus machine, and a Wiper. And then on the other side, we're seeing exactly what we've been seeing from Kings, that mini machine and Splash and Wiper.
Yeah, and Kings, that's an interesting start. They've just wiped NFTWin off rip. They're collecting clams. It's too quick, so they won't have too big of a score off of rip. They need to keep collecting those clams. And actually, Shelton goes down with the most clams, I think that was. So not quite able to score quite yet. And NFTWin already stabilized. So maybe Kings showing their hand just a little bit too quick there. Not managing to get any scores in. They do save the clam ball, but already wiped. And NFTWin with mid control.
And look at this, NFTWin already has their specials ready. You see that Booyah Bomb come out, Ice on the Crab, clams getting made here and passed around to make this power clam, just like that, able to break the basket and continue to score clams in for NFTWin. They're able to get their score all the way down to 68, and they are not able to get any more clams in, but this backing up into mid is looking really, really good for them. They're able to shut down a few members of Kings that tried to dive into mid, and just like that, NFTWin is already back on the defense and ready to take on what Kings might set up for their push.
Yeah, taking down two members of Kings there was huge for them. They managed to slow them down. They couldn't have done an immediate counter push, and it gave them enough time to get the rest of their guys onto the basket side. Kings, though, not really phased. They're already pushing in. The Booyah Bomb does come out here. They're going to throw that at the basket, basically, and slow them down. They are losing members, which is like, the crowd actually you know what? I'll tell you what. That was really well played from the NFTWin. I'm gonna bring that back really quickly. They may have lost a couple members early in that fight, but they were slowing Kings down with everything they were playing. They got the Booyah out really early, and then they just bought enough time to get the Crab, and then Crab does what Crab does best, and it cleans up the rest of Kings and gives another advantageous position for NFTWin to make an attempt at a push.
Yeah, the way that just having that recognition to wait for the crab like that and, you know, play off of that is so good from them. And look at that. Once again, Ice back on the crab, another crab at the ready as the basket is open once again for NFTWin. Biscuit here having to go back to get a few clams, tries to throw them up to that member there, Ice under the basket, so that way Ice can score in a few more clams. Looks like that is going to be the end of the push there for NFTWin, but I mean, they are playing really nicely together. They're just consistently having aggression. They're having the defense. And look at that. They're able to get a complete wipe onto Kings. Just their synergy right now from them is so amazing. Ice, they're able to go back, get another power clam. And I love that NFTWin just stayed under the basket and held that space so that way they could go get more clams to get their score all the way down to 22.
Yeah, we're saying end of the push, end of the push. They've lost, they've ran out of clams, they've ran out of positioning. Doesn't really matter if you're NFTWin, obviously, because you just get more clams and you just get more kills and you just get more space. Kings now with an opportunity to fight back. The Zipcaster comes out to make space. Looking a bit fancy there, Shelton, trying to get on top of the clam basket. Has made enough space here, but the Booyah Bomb does come out and slows them down. Back into mid for you, Kings. You're not allowed to push the basket. Go away, go away. And that's exactly what's happening. NFTWin doing an incredible job at dictating the pace of this game. Pretty much slowing Kings and stopping them from, like, it looks like Kings have opportunities, but they just don't, as it turns out.
I know, that's what I keep thinking too. It looks like Kings, okay, they'll push up under the basket and they'll have their specials. They're going to use that Booyah Bomb, that Crab, but just the defense from NFTWin is insane. They have their counter specials ready, and they make sure that it almost looks like they're making sure they are looking at the same things together. I'm sure they're calling that out in their voice chat callouts right now, because the way they can pair up and synergize to take down and look at the same things is so good. They're able to make sure they're playing really well together. And once again, NFTWin able to take control of mid here. They have 3 specials at the ready, and they have clams at the ready too. So they are just playing so well together right now.
You can almost see the callouts in real time. Bubble on the left. Bam, 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 bam. It's gone. ready to push. I need clams here. One jump, kill. Okay, down to 2 points. They need one more clam. Kings are just scrambling to kill them all. Biscuit making his way in. Like, he's hopping over enemy ink there just to get that last clam in. And it makes it a 0-100. I mean, the game was going to end anyway, but like, okay, Biscuit, finish it off, why don't you? Just put Kings in the grave. Like, I think we need a new ruler here. Like, what's going on? NFTWin, a huge statement win to start this one out.
Yeah, that was quite the statement. Not only did they win that first game of winners finals, but they completely KO'd that and in absolute dominant fashion. So now this is that moment we were talking about for Kings, the way that they adapt to weapons and play styles. And they're going to be thinking about that too when it comes to this counter pick. So since Kings lost that game 1, remember this is going to be Kings' turn to counterpick since they lost the game, and they're gonna have to think about, okay, how do we counter not only the weapons and the playstyle of NFTWin in terms of our comp, but what do we want to do in terms of a map and mode that we can pick as well?
Map and mode. Oh, let me think what mode they'll pick. Honestly, I'm not quite sure, to be honest. Maybe Splat Zones, Rissa? It might be wild for me to say that, but I think they might pick Splat Zones.
No, I don't think so. I think they're gonna pick Rainmaker, Toby. What are you talking about?
I think I might be a little bit crazy. Look, it's a far shot, but I think Kings are gonna pick Splat Zones here. But we will actually see. You never know. I'm making a joke out of it because it's quite typical for Splat Zones to be picked as that second map. But we're also going into this like NFTWin. I mean, I know we were thinking, like, what's the adaptation going to be for Kings here? Because they've just come out of a match with Last Resort, and Last Resort were playing super fast, super dangerous, and like basically playing into the flow that Kings was playing, like trying to like fight a torrent with a torrent. Like it's like two waves crashing. Whereas this feels like NFTWin are surfing on King's wave. That might sound like a weird analogy, but it feels like the way Kings are playing the game, NFT are kind of piggybacking off of it and saying, actually, we're in control. This is how we're gonna play, and then completely take over and put it, well, basically just put it into the basket. In this case, 100-0. and Rissa, what map mode are we playing? What are we going into here?
Well, you guessed it, Toby. Surprisingly, we are going to be going to Splat Zones for game 2 and actually headed to Hagglefish Market, which is going to be the first time I've got to see this map here on the stream so far for commentating.
Well, I love about Hagglefish. Hagglefish is the well, you know how we say Inkblot, the de facto for Splatoon 2? Hagglefish is definitely the de facto for Splatoon 3. I mean, when the trailers came out for Splatoon 3, everybody was saying, that map looks great, that map looks really fun. And honestly, it's probably one of the best maps in the game. It's got a very centralized zone, some interesting flanks that you can pull off, and it kind of funnels all that fight into that middle section without completely demolishing anything around it. There is other places that you can play, which is really interesting coming into this. And Rissa, I'm not 100%, but what do you think Kings is going to do here to maybe take back some of that momentum that NFTWin has stolen away?
That's a really good question. I'm not completely sure either. You know, how do you counter that just the synergy? You know, how do you counter really good synergy and really good game sense that NFTWin has? You know, maybe bringing out that gal again, that seemed to be working out really good for them. Looks like we get to see here, as we are looking at the comps, Chara actually going over to a Splatling, and on the other side, NFTWin has a Splatling of their own. Ice gonna be going to the heavy Splatling as well, making Bagel switch over to the Splash.
Right, that's interesting. Well, we're seeing that. Well, I like to see the heavies here. Maybe the Wavebreaker on a map like this. The Wavebreaker has a lot of coverage around zone. Kyo going down pretty quickly actually, and the flanks from Shelltown already in. That zone control was almost immediate from Kings. They've taken over a lot of space, and NFTWin, they're on the back foot. Biscuit's kind of hiding. He was waiting for the pushes. He gets two. He gets two off of that. What? What are we seeing, Rissa? What's going on?
I don't know. I saw that too. I saw Biscuit. If you weren't watching, those watching at home, Biscuit was sharking in a little puddle of ink in the top left of the screen. And when it turned away from the top view, Biscuit was able to get two members. And just like that, NFTWin able to utilize that and play around that. And a hammer pick onto Shelton there.
Sniper? Who is this? Kyo? Hello? Just he sniped him with the hammer out of nowhere, Brissa. What was that?
I don't know. Toby is absolutely dumbfounded right now.
I'm lost in the source, Brissa. I'm lost in the source. What's going on? We're seeing some crazy plays. Like, Kings have managed to stabilize even off the back of that. Shelton's already back with yet another Zipcaster and prowling for another kill. Runs out just before they can get ice, but it's enough to buy Kings the zone again. And I mean, it doesn't matter what it seems like Kyo's doing with the hammers. It's still Kings with that amazing retake potential here on Hagglefish. They are just destroying the zone when they need it.
They are, and look at this, 2 members down on the side of NFTWin. This Booyah Bomb came in to almost potentially cap the zone for NFTWin, but just the really strong painting here. We see that Kuro doing a really good job at making sure that they held the zone there to paint over it to get the lead for Kings. Now Kings has the lead. They know that, okay, we have the lead now, we can back up a little bit and give the zone to NFTWin since they do have that advantage state. Kings here pops out this crab, and Chara plays off of that really nicely, able to help get that pick and then push into the zone here. Kings once again gonna be able to cap the zone, and this zone seems like it just keeps capping back and forth to each team. I feel like this game, anything can happen.
Well, I feel like that one was like very typical Japanese playstyle, you know? It's the value of the life, not the objective type deal. They backed off, they knew they had the specials on deck to retake this, and they baited NFTWin into coming into that zone. And then Kuro was just like, hey, what's up? I have a crab. Go away. And well, that's what we saw. They just went away. Shelton does go down here, but the zone is ticking already into the 20s. Looking at the teens, NFTWin has to stabilize here if they want to. Oh yeah, they managed to do it, but they wanted to stabilize there just before it got into the teens, because teens is dangerous for that's last push potential right there, Rissa.
That is last push potential, and you have to be so careful when you're the other team. Think about, okay, we just need to get in position to cap the zone for ourselves. That's exactly what NFTWin did here. Having Kyo go down though, as they are in control of the zone. Looks like Kings gets a Booyah Bomb out to try and help allow them to push, but I really liked that crab that came out from Bagel, but Kings had a crab of their own, able to counter that. NFTWin here just painting the zone. That was that moment where, okay, everyone just paint the zone. We know that we can get the lead here. That's exactly what they did. Lead now has swapped over to NFTWin, but Kings here right away to take the zone back for themselves, push up, and now it's their turn to defend the zone.
Booyah, crab. They've got what they need. They've got the tools. They've got the ability. They know exactly how to stop this push from coming in from NFTWin. They've got 10 points left on that penalty. It's not much at all. The crab comes out. They've spotted ice. That's the range. They've isolated the range and pushed them out. Kuro maybe not be getting kills, but they've pushed ice all the way back here. The Booyah does come out too, and that counts as getting dangerously close. The hammer comes out, doesn't quite get anything. They need to crab and be of their own. They stabilize just barely on the zone. 2 members go down for Kings, but that timer is still ticking. It's so close here. They need to get this cap, and it's not working out for them. 1 point on the deck, Rissa. What's going down?
Oh my gosh, I literally had my hands on my face there. I wasn't sure if NFTWin was going to be able to cap the zone in the little last possible second. Able to cap the zone for NFTWin. They saved their specials. They waited for literally the last possible second and capped the zone. Now with only 20 seconds remaining of this match, we see the Zipcaster come out from Kings. Kings trying to throw everything they can at this to come back into the zone, but having a member go down, this might be really bad for Kings here, as they did have a member go down. NFTWin here just doing everything they can to guard the zone in overtime.
Oh, the crabs come out. That's it. The crab comes out. I was thinking maybe there's an opportunity. The crab comes out here, and unfortunately for NFTWin, that's a map win for Kings. Not unfortunately for Kings though. They're pretty happy about that one, I'd say. They were thinking the sweat on the brow was a little bit too close to your eyes there, so it's getting a bit scary. But the crab, of course, to secure that one, and that's the Splat Zones map for Kings down. That's their preferred mode. Already out of the game. They got their win. They brought it back to a 1-1, but they got their win. And if you're NFTWin right now, you're thinking, look, we lost that one. You kind of could have thought that was going to be the hardest one. It was still really close. I think we can win this.
Yeah, that was really close. There were moments where I could see either team winning that. Kings, of course, came out on top. And now since NFTWin did lose that, of course, they will be the team that gets to pick the counter pick here. And since NFTWin has already won on Clam Blitz, they are not able to pick Clam Blitz. Looks like their counter pick actually came in really, really fast here. We are going to be headed to Rainmaker Undertow Spillway for Game 3.
That scares me. That makes me think that they've got a plan. NFTWin have a plan. They know how they're going to take this one down. They probably saw Brinewater, thought, that's great. Let's play into that. And then they've gone to Undertow. Undertow Spillway, of course, it's a very long map. It has 2 big channels that go down the middle with a small barrier in between. Again, I feel like I've been saying this a lot today, Rissa, and I'm not sure if you agree with me, but Chainsaw is great on this map. And it feels like every map that we've played is a great Chainsaw map.
I totally can see that, especially this one in particular. You know, if you are going to be using that Zipcaster, it could really help when you need to get up to the different levels of this map, whether it's, you know, the left or right snipe area that's elevated, or in the back when you're pushing, when you get past that first checkpoint for Rainmaker, the levels do get elevated, and I could really see that Zipcaster coming into play there too.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm thinking to myself, are we gonna see Spider-Man stuff going on? I mean, this is the map. I remember back when Splatoon 3 came out. I say it like back when, like it was a long time ago. It was still 9 months ago, but it was a decent while back. People were showing all those clips of Spider-Maning outside the map to get to Snipe, to knock people off of Snipe. So I wonder if we're gonna see that coming out, especially from Shelltown, as we've seen, has been playing a crazy Chainsaw so far.
Absolutely playing that crazy chainsaw so far. And then on the other side, you know, we're seeing typical comp that we've seen from Kings. They're bringing out the heavy splatling though this time around, paired with that 52 gal. Some minor switch ups from their consistent comp that we've seen. And then on the other side, NFTWin is actually going back to that first comp that we saw them play on Clam Blitz.
Yeah, I'm scared of the 52. I'm scared of that 52. We've seen that coming out quite a few times from Kings, and it's been doing absolute bits for them. Absolute bits. Unfortunately down in this situation, but it's an even playing field right now. 2 members do go down on the side of Kings as NFTWin are looking to take a bit of map presence here.
I really liked that pair up there from Kyo and Ice. They're making sure that they got clicks out of their snipe area. Now NFTWin grabbing the Rainmaker Bagel. They're in control of the Rainmaker, gonna push it up and get the lead for NFTWin. Gonna try and dodge through this whale here and all these burst bombs coming at him, and is able to get through that first checkpoint, and that's a complete wipe onto Kings. Look at this playstyle from NFTWin. Like you said, Toby, it looks like they have a game plan going into this.
Yeah, they knew the maps they wanted to play them on so fast, such a quick pick. 2 members do go down, but that's 3 members in fact, but that's a huge push for NFTWin. Like just off of rip, that's the first checkpoint and down to 11. If you're Kings, you're worrying right now. You have a long way to go. But then again, you also have 3.5 minutes to do it, and they get another 3-man.
And it's just Ice there once again up. Ice doing a really good job there. Is able to get that pick and hold space, and that has actually allowed Kyo to respawn and come back to try and hold that space that Ice was holding. But Kings, now it's King's turn to create space for themselves, get to this first checkpoint, and you know, looks like they're setting up they were setting themselves up really nicely for a push, but NFTWin doing a great job on this defense right here. Gets 3 members down of Kings, is hunting down this last member of Kings, and they are instantly taking all this mid space.
Whenever it always feels like it's coming down to hunting that last member of Kings, and then the jump-ins come in, and then Kings turn it around, you know, and that's looking kind of what's like happening here. Kings have maintained mid control. They only lost 1 member, and they're already back. They've got the specials on deck. They're popping the whale. They're popping the Zipcaster. They're popping the booyah. Then they're just pushing NFTWin out. But I was gonna say it wasn't getting them anything, but then they pick up 2 more splats on the board, and that first checkpoint is looking enticing.
It's so close for Kings there, that checkpoint. Kyo here just doing everything he can to be a nuisance. Kyo just juggling this block with Kyo, and gets some jump-ins for their teammate. Shelton there jumps in to help take down Kyo, and like that, Clicks able to dunk that first checkpoint for Kings, and now Kings is doing a really good job at just consistently holding this left area, but it seems like they're not quite able to push up past it. The defense from NFTWin is looking really good right now.
Is it defense or is it Crab? That's all I'm thinking right now. I saw the Crab come out, I saw 2 kills go down, I'm thinking, uh-oh, it's Crab again. And that's what we're seeing. Biscuit getting taken down by Shelltown with some sniper activity on that chainsaw. Kyo diving in, manages to take down Chara, but 2 members do go down for NFTWin. They pick up the Rainmaker, so it's gonna be pretty much a reset on both sides here. But that paint in that mid, that's looking pretty orange to me, Larissa. I'm thinking that's Kings.
I am too. The Kings able to, you know, shut down those little pokes that were coming out from NFTWin, but with all this orange paint, they are able to just instantly push up here into the left side once again and just consistently hold space. You know, they haven't gotten the lead yet necessarily, but all of their mid control is working out really well for them because it's allowing them to come back really fast. And someone, looks like it was Clicks. Clicks was back there. Shelton jumps in and is just continuing to create a nuisance and, you know, distraction for Kings. Kings is just trying to play off of that. They do not have the lead yet, and I think that was Kyo who grabbed the Rainmaker to reset it since members of Kings were just consistently jumping in. But Kings, even though they're able to hold all this mid, they haven't quite gotten the lead just yet.
What, this fight in the top left is going on forever, and honestly, it's on Kings' back. They've been doing an incredible job here of just staying behind enemy lines and being a pain in the ass. Oh, that's unfortunate. You wouldn't want to be Chara right there, getting stuck right in the middle of everything. And it's whilst the NFTWin has managed to stabilize. Actually, I say stabilize. There's 10 seconds left of the game. I'm losing track, Ressa. I'm losing track of the game progress because it's been absolute non-stop action this whole time. And honestly, that's because Kings, they've been just doing a great job of staying present in the match. Now, they didn't get the win on that one, and NFTWin do take it to a 2-1. But I don't know about you, Ressa, but Kings, they've been playing crazy good.
They have. It seemed like they, like you said, even though they didn't get the lead there and take that game to win it, they did, you know, do a really good job at consistently holding their space and not letting their space go. And then in turn, when you think about NFTWin, you know, maybe NFTWin just knew, okay, we have this really big lead and we don't necessarily need to push into mid too much. We just need to play defense, ice, you know, consistently getting crabs and just being that main defensive line, I think was really, really good for NFTWin. And even though Kings was able to get those little jump-ins there into NFTWin spawn, just the defense from them was so good and was able to allow them to win that.
Yeah, it seemed kind of magical that Kings weren't pushing, right? But then I'm thinking back to the progress of the game. I feel like I saw Kyo killing jumps, harassing backline that whole time. Like, the hammers may not have always been clip-worthy hammers like last game, but we were seeing Kyo jump in. That's another one. Tick him off the list. I got Terra. I got Sheltan. Oh, Kuro's gone. Shiratan, unfortunately, in the backline, but can't get him. But he's gone. It was Kings with all the presence and all the attempts at the pushes at the end there, but it was Kyo stopping all of those opportunities and letting his team just pigeonhole the rest of Kings with those crabs, with the absolute battery of burst bombs and just annoying subs and specials to just stop. It flattened it. And NFTWin played really well there, honestly. That's my takeaway, Rissa. I don't know about you.
No, I completely agree. They played really well. Once at the beginning there, NFTWin got the lead, and then they knew, okay, we just need to play safely here and not all go down and not let Kings get the lead. And that's exactly what they did. And then, like you said too, having Kyo just consistently flank the back line and consistently flank the objective really stalled that out even more. And as long as Kyo was able to do that and get picks doing that, the rest of the team was able to hold that front line for them, and just they consistently played that way. And I think that worked out really nicely for them.
Yeah, and honestly, they're making our job really easy. I can't lie, because it's and this is on the cameraman too, or camera person. They're doing an incredible job of keeping us in the action. But I feel like I'm seeing every key moment. I can that the presence is so obvious on the pitch. And I honestly, I'd put that a little bit down to the fact that we're getting these varied comps, these different comps, loads of different types. It's so easy to follow. If it's the sword, if it's the splash, if it's the heavy, you know, like I'm seeing each individual one. The way they're playing, incredible. And while we wait just a little bit longer for Kings Kings' counter pick, we are seeing, or at least personally, I'm seeing a change in the way Kings are playing, and I don't know if this is more sort of perspective. You're gonna have to back me up on this one, but it feels like Kings have they've slowed down from their match with Last Resort, definitely, and they're playing more to the pace of NFTWin. But from that Brinewater game, I mentioned that it was like Kings had a wave and NFT was surfing it, right? It's looking more now like Kings are fighting the surfboards, you know, like they're pushing back NFTWin. They're disrupting what seemed to be their easy way to win. And I'm curious, as we go into their counter pick, are we gonna see more of that from Kings? Are they gonna wrestle and take actual control of this game here, or are we gonna see NFTWin sort of bowl over? Because this is the game point for NFTWin, Rissa, isn't it?
It is. That's a really good point to bring up. If NFTWin wins this game 4, then they will be moving on to grand finals. But if Kings is able to win this game, then this will be going to another game 5 here on stream. And with the way these two teams have been playing, I can absolutely see this going either way, especially since this is going to be King's counter pick. So this is King's counter pick. They must have a game plan for themselves and have an idea of what they want to do on this.
Yeah, I'm seeing Tower Control Inkblot. I'm thinking, oh, we got Last Resort. I think we've seen this map before. Are we gonna see Kings taking control of that flow with the 52, sort of putting that pressure on the on bats, like you said, the bats, the top half side of the map. Are we gonna be seeing that from Kings? We'll see when we get into the match, which is starting quite shortly. We will be there in a little bit, guys. So don't edge off your seats too yet. Don't go get a drink. You gotta stay for this because this is gonna be an incredible game coming out from both teams, I believe.
I know. I'm so excited to watch this. This the idea of this tournament. IDYLL, just the way that the weapons and specials have to be, and I think this is making this gameplay really, really fun to watch and really exciting to commentate personally. So looking at the comps here coming out, we get to see Chara switching over to the mini instead of the heavy splatling, which he has been playing. We see a sword, a splash, and a machine coming out from Clicks. And then on the other side for NFTWin, seeing that first comp that they had played, they're going to go back to having the Nautilus with them this time.
Yeah, I'm looking at that Terra Zimmy, or I guess it's really a Remy. It's like Remy from Splatoon 1. But we're seeing that mini, and I'm thinking bubble, bubble, bubble. That's gonna be their tower pushes. Bubble, bubble, bubble. And so far, Kings, huge presence off rip. They're just taking down multiple members. They've already got that first checkpoint down. Bats is already under control of Chara. Taking that space. Kyo tries to slow it down, but doesn't quite get anywhere with it. Chara taking up another, and the crab is online. Uh-oh, Rissa, the crab.
Crab in particular on this map, when you're able to push up past the tower and crab on the bats area like that, it can be so deadly, like we just saw it. I mean, look at this. NFTWin is not able to move. They were not able to drop down to the tower at all, having that crab defend the tower just like that. Finally, though, with the specials being done from Kings here, it looks like NFTWin is able to make something happen here. 3 members down now on the side of Kings, and it's just Chara there on the bottom right side of the map. I don't know if Chara is going to jump out. Looks like he tried to hold his ground there for a little while, maybe get some jump-ins, but Chara taken down as well. Now it's going to be NFT's turn to push the tower here as we see Ice using this crab on the tower.
Early crab, I'd say. Very early crab, but really honestly necessary. They needed to secure that first checkpoint. It's a really important checkpoint. It's really hard to push past if there's a lot of pressure on it. And you want to make sure that you open up that bat. And yeah, like we're seeing, they're being pushed back after this one by the enemy crab. Shelton does go down quite early, but Kill also with it with the trade. So 3v3 here. Shelton will be back first because of how close the checkpoint is. And oh, hey, that's another crab, I think. I think that's another crab I've seen. And they're pushing again on that tower, trying to get that next checkpoint. Well, the gap is shortening quite rapidly. Unfortunately for NFTWin, they do get 3 down, and it's a 1v1. That tower push is going to be over, Marissa, and we're going to be seeing a reset.
Yeah, tower going back into mid here to reset. Kyo there tried to jump in to maybe make something happen for NFTWin, but was called out there. Now we see the Zipcaster come out from Shelton, able to get another pick onto Kyo here and just act as a nuisance, getting another pick onto Biscuit. Shelton just showing us exactly how Zipcaster is used and how it can be used so well. Now it is King's turn once again to push the tower as we see Chara use that bubbler on the tower to push it even more.
Yeah, unfortunately the bubbler, Ice had the crab. That's your checkmate. That's your unfortunate situation there, as Kings do get rolled a little bit, being pushed back. Not that they really want to make much of a push, but having that tower that far forward, it's another fight that NFTWin have to win. And I mean, Kings need to win this. They need to bring this to map 5 to bring it to the 2-2. NFT Kings don't want that. They take down 2 members. They get Bat's control. You got the Nautilus on that Bat. That's scary. That's scary. You don't want that there, and the Toxic Mist comes out to push them off, but it's not quite enough to dislodge a few members from Bats as Shelton goes for the tower. Ice trying to ride it, does get taken down, but I think NFC Kings, yeah, they got the checkpoint. They got the checkpoint, so maybe they lose this push, but that's a huge strike against Kings and an opportunity now for that comeback.
It is, and look at the timer. There's still 1 minute and 10 seconds left of this, so anything can happen since NFTWin was able to get through the checkpoints that they needed. Now, getting that 1 member down on the side of King's, Ice able to rush in and instantly grab the tower for NFTWin, and look at that. There's a crab at the ready and a Booyah Bomb at the ready, but Click's able to get that pick onto Biscuit, so there is no Booyah Bomb for NFTWin. But look at this. The picks are coming out from both sides. This is looking so chaotic as the lead is just in NFTWin's grasp. It's so close for them, and they know that.
Yeah, they're pushing. And honestly, they needed to win that one. 30 seconds left on the clock, and that's given an opportunity now for Click's Sheraton to get another Booyah Bomb. And, well, as we used to say at Splatoon 2, that's the GG bomb right there. That'll end your tower push instantly. So, NFTWin, they gotta get moving. They gotta go.
They gotta go, and there's only 15 seconds remaining of this, and only 2 members left on the side of NFTWin. You see Kyo pushed up way ahead of the tower, tries to use that hammer to make some space. Clicks there, as Biscuit gets on the tower, Clicks is able to throw that Booyah Bomb at the tower. Ice here in the crab, tries to crab onto the tower. Unfortunately, though, is pushed off. I think that was pushed off by Shelton Zipcaster. And now, Kings winning game 4. We will be headed to another Game 5 here on stream.
We're lucky we are, aren't we, Marissa? We're well lucky. We're getting all the Game 5s. It's King's bringing it to us. They're saying, we're not going down without a fight. We're bringing this one to another Game 5, and maybe we're going to see another overtime push. But we'll see when we get into it, to be honest. But honestly, a huge, incredible game so far. Please don't remember this one if you're watching at home. This is winners finals. This is top side of the bracket. Both of these teams have won their way, have beaten every team they've come across to meet each other in the finals from opposite sides of the bracket. And they only have, whoever wins this only has one more match to go before they could potentially win the tournament. So they're fighting for that spot in grand finals. Everything's on the line here, and they are fighting to the nail, to the NFTs that they bought on OpenSea. They're just fighting for it. I don't know, Marissa. Like, what are you thinking here? What after seeing that one?
The main thing I'm thinking right now is, okay, we're going to Game 5, and it's NFTWin's turn to counterpick here on Game 5. You know, what are they thinking right now? What do they want to counterpick in order to counter Kings? And it seems like when we got to see them counterpick Rainmaker on Undertow Spillway, they had their game plan. They knew exactly what they needed to do to win that game. So maybe they have another counterpick at the ready that they can go to that they're going to feel really comfortable with.
Yeah, they're seeming a bit slow. It's not an instant counterpick this time, so maybe they're thinking about this. Now, they have the choice of Splat Zones or Tower Control, basically. And those are the 2 maps they've lost on so far. So they have to think, what did we have a better chance at beating Kings on? The Splat Zones or the Tower Control? And honestly, I could pick either. On Splat Zones, they brought it down to sub 20 against Kings. And on Tower Control, it was literally like 1 push away. It was so close. It could have gone either way on both of those matches. It's been a really close set so far by both teams. So from NFTWin's perspective here, you got to think, what map mode combo are we more confident on the modes that King's more confident on? You know, like what map do we think we can one up them on here? And honestly, I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Like I'm seeing maybe IDYLL2 or Ali in the rain. I'm not sure, to be honest.
I'm not sure either. I think I saw the counter pick was able to come in, and it is. I saw a museum. We are headed actually to tower control on museum, so that is NFTWin's counter pick for game 5. And I think that's actually really smart. Thinking about, I'm sure they were watching when Kings was playing Last Resort, and maybe seeing how Last Resort was doing pretty well consistently on museum, and taking that into play. I think it might be a good idea when you think about that in terms of a counter pick.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that one. I was just thinking like museum. They last resort were doing really well against Kings on museum here. And NFTWin, yeah, like you said, they were probably watching it. They probably already won their game. God, they're just so good. No, they might have had it on in the background while they were playing their other game. And museum does play into their sensibilities too. And we'll see. Yeah, it is museum. The graphic is confused. It's museum, according to what we're seeing, at least. I mean, we could be getting trolled by Splatoon 3. It happens. But we'll see when we get into this. And yeah, I'm trying to imagine. I'm sure Chara is not quite sure what he wants to play, right? Because he's probably thinking heavy's going to be great on this map, but also those bubbles on tower were doing a great job taking the space for us. So I wonder if he was debating that one in his head. But we are loading in, we are ready to go, and we're starting our final map, map 5, winners finals.
Game 5 winners finals, and looking at the comps here, both teams staying with the same comps that they previously played. So both teams locking in, they're comfortable with that, and they have a game plan at the ready for themselves. Now it's that moment here where both teams are in mid, trying to see who can get the upper hand first, and just like that, it's going to be NFTWin taking down 2 members of Kings, having that crab. Oh, excuse me, I said the other way. It's going to be Kings taking down 3 members of NFTWin and taking the tower already to the first checkpoint and pushing into NFTWin's plat.
Yeah, I'm seeing Zipcaster, and I'm scared. Sheltan, he's going for the space. He's already in there. The Booyah Bomb comes in as well for support, and Kings are looking to make this one a pretty decisive push. They do lose one of their members to a Booyah Bomb, but NFTWin are going to have to struggle here to just take back this control and not let this one get that far.
Yeah, really good defense here from NFTWin. Bagel here dropping down, trying to take on Shelton. Biscuit, they're able to get the trade with Shelton, but there is another member of Kings there right away to try and just continue this aggression that it seems like Kings is just doing a really good job at. They are just consistently holding this right side of the map, dropping down, jumping in, making sure they are not letting go of this and not letting NFTWin able to even get out of their spawn or take any space right now.
Kings, they're the Game 5 clutch masters. Like, what's going on here? They're already on that final checkpoint. They're pushing heavy. The Booyah Bomb came in, the Crab came in, NFTWin are losing members left and right and left and right. The tower might not be in control for Kings, but there's still a lot of pressure coming through.
Look at the way that Kuro has just been consistently up in the face of NFTWin's spawn and just not letting go of space. It's just this consistent aggression. And like you said, you know, they aren't necessarily riding the tower trying to KO it. Maybe they're waiting for the perfect moment, waiting to get some picks, waiting for NFTWin to use their specials. And but they are not letting go of this plat area or the right side of the map. And NFTWin is really having to play this carefully if they want to even get into mid, to even get on the tower at all.
Yeah, they managed to take control of their plat just about. I mean, actually, as I say that, the Kings did try and take some more control, but they did lose Kuro in that fight and the Booyah Bomb. Oh no, Shiotan, oh no, absolutely demolished. Didn't even get a chance to Booyah. NFTWin now with the final bit of control in mid. They finally have a foothold. Specials are coming online. They've got the Booyah. They've got an attempt here to take some space on their plat as well. Sheltan, he tried to make something happen to Zipcaster. I'm not sure if he's getting anything off of it, but the opportunity kind of slips away from them as NFTWin are looking to make this a pretty big push.
NFTWin is setting this up pretty nicely for themselves and making sure that they have eyes on all the members of Kings, but 2 members down on the side of NFTWin. Look at this crab coming out from Kuro, just consistently having these really, really good crabs that are going to create space or take down members of NFTWin. And just like that, King's able to push back into mid. Really nice usage of their chaining their specials, use the crab, then use the Booyah Bomb, and now getting back on tower, taking down 2 members, 3 members of NFTWin. And once again, in this position where they're holding that right side of the map and holding NFTWin's plat.
Yeah, space is taken. Crab is out. 2 members down. And Kings are saying, nope, we're finishing this one. We want to go to Grand Finals. NFTWin have a long way to go here. Ice brings out his own crab. Isn't managing to quite get anybody yet. Looking to put some pressure on Tower. Terra actually getting pushed off. 2 members go down for Kings. Although, that being said, 3 members are down for NFTWin. And okay, so I wasn't even paying attention to the tower there, but that whole time, Kings was just like chugging, getting it forward. There was nothing NFTWin could do to slow that one down, and Kings are going to take this one 3-2, and another game 5, just eking it out against their opponents. And I mean, Kings, maybe they are the Kings.